Hey guys, a bit more goings on at the old Japanese farmhouse for you. Some of you might remember around the back of the main house there is a shed that was a tractor shed. Half of it was tractor and half of it was pickles. So the tractor and the pickles are gone. We've now got a machinery shed and another room that we keep materials in, but it's pretty rusty. So we found a roller specifically for corrugated iron. Very clever, isn't it? Simple but brilliant, because we don't really want to spend big money replacing the corrugated iron in an old building like this. It's not really worth it. So if we can paint it up with this rust inhibiting paint, that should extend the life of it for a few more years without any great expense. Just a little bit of time from the unskilled labourer there, looking very fashionable in the big daggy old man's hat. But anyway, this was actually towards the end of summer. It was still pretty hot. It was just before it started to get cold here, so it was a pretty horrible day to be on the roof of that place actually, but it had to be done. It was also a lot more slippery than we thought it might be as well. We thought it might be a bit slippery, but it was really slippery, which didn't make it any fun at all, but had to be done. Was pleased to get to the end of that job. And then onto the walls with the spray gun. What a brilliant invention that is. Absolutely brilliant. And actually gave a better finish than the roller did. So that really is the way to go. Absolutely brilliant. Faster, cleaner, easier, and does a better job, which is good. Actually cost effective too. The amount of paint we used with the spray gun per metre was much less than it was with the roller, so it's obviously more economical as well. Brilliant invention it is. Look at that, like colouring in. Fabulous. Yeah, those nice big logs that they support the roof with, you can see sticking out the end there. For some reason they're rarely painted or treated, which means that they soon rot. So you quite often see these old places with those beautiful old beams sticking out the end of the wall and slowly rotting away. Don't know why. It's really common here. The buildings are just the maintenance or the regular painting of old buildings just doesn't seem to happen. So this building would have just been let to rust until there was big holes in the walls probably, and then they probably would have just replaced the walls, I guess, or knocked it down and built a new one. That's a storm shutter, but it's actually the main window of that room, so it's deteriorated in the weather as well. Again, never been painted probably since it was installed. It might have been painted once at the beginning, but it hadn't been painted since, so it was all soft and there was holes in it. So just a little piece of ply to go over the top of that. This is actually an offcut from another job that we did before. Just happened to be big enough to make that cover that window. Stick it into place with the magic battery drill. What a great invention. The dude that invented the battery drill and the dude that invented the spray gun, both excellent people. Underappreciated, I think. Fabulous. So it wasn't actually possible to take that window out to work on it. It's sort of been built into place with that corrugated iron that's on the outside of it, so it had to be all done in there, but end result was okay. So up to the before and after already. This is what it looked like before. A little bit tragic, wasn't it? That's what it looks like now. Bit of an improvement, isn't it? So the old style buildings here quite often are actually black with white trim. So we're sort of going a little bit that way. Use dark brown, a little bit that style, sort of old style, dark colour with the white trim. That was the side wall with those beams sticking out untreated. That's what it looks like now. Made sure those beams got a good coating too. Extend their life by another 10 years probably. Shiny, isn't it? There's the back. Bit of an improvement. I mean, it's only a shed, you know. Keeping in mind it's only a shed. The main reason we did this was to extend its life, so we didn't end up having to replace all this corrugated iron, because that'd be a huge job. So that was the main reason for this project, but also makes it nicer too, you know. It's sort of in a fairly high profile spot, so it's sort of nice to get it looking a bit better. So preserve it, extend its life, and make it look a little bit prettier. Isn't that fabulous? There we are. On to the next project now. Probably the back of the main house. You'll know soon. You'll know soon after we do. More videos coming soon.